The Jesus who was called Christos, anointed, took his title from Middle Eastern savior gods like Adonis and Tammuz, born of the virgin sea goddess Aphrodite, Maria, Mera, or Ishtar, Mary, Hebrew Miriam. Earlier biblical versions of the same hero were Joshua, son of Nun, Exodus 33:11, Jehu, son of Nimshi, whom Elijah anointed as a sacred king, 1 Kings 19:16, and Yeshua, son of Mara. The book of Enoch said in the 2nd century BC that Yeshua, or Jesus, was the secret name given by God to the Son of Man, a Persian title, and it meant that Yahweh saves. In northern Israel, the name was written View. It was the same as Yehud or Rudi, the only begotten son dressed in royal robes and sacrificed by the god king Israel. Greek versions of the name were Yashan or Jason or Yashus, the name of one of Demeter's sacrificed consorts killed by Father Zeus after the fertility rite that coupled him with his mother. Yashus signified a healer, or therapeuta, as the Greeks called the Essenes, whose cult groups always included a man with the title of Christos. The literal meaning of the name was healing moon man, fitting the Hebrew version of Jesus as a son of Mary, the Alma, or moon maiden. So this death of the Pope and the rise of the divine feminine energy on the planet will date back even before this 1,500-year-old cloth, which is a picture of the Coptic cross. The Coptic cross is the earliest cross where you will find it with a circle around it. And most churches from the early 1500s and before have the Coptic cross. This one is the 1,500-year-old cloth made by Christian Egyptian weaver. And it was used as a sanctuary curtain in a Coptic church or monastery. So the Coptic churches are some of the earliest churches. And the Coptic cross also symbolizes fertility, and it symbolizes the woman's cycle. So in my earlier posts, I talked about the 4 phases of a woman's cycle. And these can be compared to the 4 seasons of winter, spring, summer, and fall. So look at this Coptic cross and how you see how it's broken down into 4 sections. And at the 12 o'clock position, you would consider that menstruation, okay? And that is like, okay, doomsday. You have the doomsday clock, right? Well, that's the menstruation. And that is also known as the winter period for a woman. And then 5 to 6 days after her period, she will go into her spring phase, which is also known as after that, she will go into the follicular phase of her cycle, which would be at the 3 o'clock position. And the follicular phase is the spring phase. After that, at the 6 o'clock position, which you see on this Coptic cross from an early Christian art at a church, that 6 o'clock position is known as the ovulation period for a woman. And it is also a time for a woman where she is more likely to get pregnant. And that deals a lot with Easter, which we will get into in my next video with fertility and Easter. But that 6 o'clock is the ovulation period for a woman, which is her summer period, where she is at her highest energy and social and outgoing. And that is the time of the month when she is ovulating at that 6 o'clock mark. And the next phase, which you will see here, which looks like the Ankh, right? But if you look at that top part, the next phase, right before you get to 12 o'clock, at that 9 o'clock position, that is the woman's phase right before her period, which is the fall, also known as the luteal phase. The luteal phase for a woman is right before her period, where she is much more detail oriented and she wants to be clutter free. And this is right before her period, which is known as the fall period, that 9 o'clock position on the Coptic cross. So all of this is to say that the earliest church is designed, the concept is designed after the woman. And we're going to get into more of that when I discuss this topic in a book that I'm reading on Oracle Candles called When God Was a Woman. Now, I'll be posting this book starting from chapter 1 because I've already posted the intro. So I'll be posting starting from chapter 1 very soon. Please join me as we read When God Was a Woman by following me on Oracle Candles at TikTok and Instagram. And you can also subscribe to my YouTube channel, Oracle Candles, and Megan Dorr. If you like this content, please like and share. And thank you for watching.